Hello everybody, this is GamerGar. Welcome back to another episode of the expanded series. We're going to try and unlock the Highlands this week. We're in the second week of fall and we're making good progress. Today starts with the harvesting of gold carrots. We got 2 silver star gold carrots. I tried to put them into the seed makers, but the seed makers would not take them, which was quite unfortunate because each of these lovely gold carrots sell for very nice money. You could process them further into artisan goods. So for the sake of the shipment collection, I'm going to sell one directly and process the other. We're going to go to Clint and we're going to get him to break open more mystery boxes in the hopes that we get some things that can help us along the path to perfection. It was Jodie's birthday, so she gets a lovely diamond today. Once we're finished with Jodie, we're going to head back up to the farm and we're going to process a lot of our iridium ores to turn them into iridium bars. We're still using regular furnaces, but very soon now we will upgrade those to heavy furnaces. That way we can get huge quantities of bars in a very short space of time. We're now going to visit the desert trader because it's Thursday and we're going to purchase another magic rock candy. We actually have quite a few magic rock candies saved up now. We're now focusing on monster eradication goals today. We just completed the one there for Duggies, which was nice. It's then upwards and onwards to the dust sprites. We do have a monster musk. This means the spawn rate of monsters exponentially increases. It just makes monster eradication goals way easier to complete. Now we ended up getting a parrot egg today and this was a level 4 parrot. Level 4 is the maximum level of parrot you can get, and it just means that every time you slay a monster you have a very high chance of that monster dropping gold. It stacks quite nicely with the monster compendium and the burglar ring. The next day it is time to finally do the extended family quest. We won't be completing this quest, we will simply be putting up legend 2s for the entirety of the 3 days that we have access to this quest. Now we will spend some time harvesting the pumpkins and doing some other bits and bobs, but primarily we will be fishing up huge amounts of legend 2s. Now because this is a completionist challenge, we're not too hung up on maximising every single day to make the most money possible. I'm more interested in getting perfection. The money will come eventually, and even right now if we wanted to, we could sell a load of stuff we have saved up and we could make 1 or 2 million gold easy enough. We basically have a ginger island filled up with starfruit, a greenhouse filled up with starfruit, and a grandpa's shed filled up with starfruit. So we're not really in any sort of trouble for money, and it's not going to take us too long to get the gold clock if we decide to go that route. So for the rest of the day and the next day, we're just pulling up huge amounts of legend 2s. Now we're not going to smoke them up just yet. I want to make huge amounts of fish smokers and then I will smoke them up, so that's going to be a week or 2 away, but we will get there eventually. For now, we're going to put those legend 2s into a chest where they can be nice and comfy. So we finally got around to making heavy furnaces today. That is going to make life way easier for us when it comes to getting hundreds of bars. It was time for a new community quest. We're going to get fragments of the past, 100 pieces of bone for our good friend Gunther. Gunther also loves ancient swords. You can actually find these down in Cindersap Forest if you roam around enough. We're still giving Marlin eggs and rabbit's feet to get his friendship up as well, so we actually have him quite high now. Just a few more gifts and we'll have Marlin maxed out. We're back down now in the regular versions of the mines and we're fighting skeletons to complete the monster eradication goal for them. We're also getting bone fragments as well from these skeletons, so we're basically hitting 2 birds with the one stone. Now, because we have the hot Jaffa ring, all these monsters are dropping coffees and triple shot espressos. We also have the parrot trinkets, so they're dropping money. So this is actually a real nice adventuring setup we have here now at the moment, because not only are we getting monster parts from wiping out these monsters, we're also getting coffee drinks and additional cash, which is just great. So we just got the monster eradication goal there for skeletons, which was nice. There's just a few monster eradication goals left to get, and we will then unlock the monster slayer hero. After we're finished with the regular versions of the mines, I decided to get the last few remaining bone fragments at the dig site here over on Ginger Island. Getting access to Ginger Island really just trivializes that quest, because a lot of the bone nodes will refresh the next day. I had a look in Key's secret walnut room for the quests. We had 4 precious stones and danger in the deep. I'm going to go with danger in the deep because this will give us access to radioactive ores, and we need those to get a lot of the endgame items. We just completed the monster eradication goal there for wiping out crabs. It was now time for the Stardew Valley Fair. You can't go wrong with 9 iridium quality chubs. Once we won our first 1000 star tokens, we're going to gamble the rest until we get enough to get all of the goodies this event has on offer. Now, I basically kept picking green over and over again, and I only failed it once, so it was actually a great way to get all of the star tokens I needed to get the prize ticket, the star job, and there's even an additional item thanks to the expanded mod. Now, I'm pretty sure you can only get this item with the expanded mod, but if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. And it's the furniture catalog too, and that requires 9,999 star tokens. So for now, we're going to get the star drop. With the remaining tokens, we're going to pick up the rare crow. We need that for perfection. We're also going to get the prize ticket. That furniture catalog too, I've never seen it before. At the very least, I could say I've never noticed it before. I'm pretty sure it's part of the expanded mod. So we're going to gamble all of these star tokens now on green over and over again. And every time my maximum amount of star tokens increase, I slightly increase how much I'm going to bid. And the reason why I don't go all in is because I don't want to lose all my star tokens. Eventually we get there and we've maxed out our star tokens, 9999. You can't get any more. So with that, we're going to talk to the vendor again and we're going to get that furniture catalogue. We're then going to go back to the farm and we are harvesting up more lovely starfruit, and a lot of that will be processed into starfruit wine, the rest will be sold. Now some of you might be thinking, why don't we just prioritise cakes and process even more of it? Reason being is I just don't have enough time to do that right now because I want to experience as much of the Stardew Valley expanded mod in the first year as possible, so I don't mind processing some of it into wine and just selling the rest. At the end of the day, you know, we can grow starfruit all year round in 3 unique locations, so I'm just not too worried about making tons of money right now. Speaking of money, we will actually make a lot of money by selling all of these starfruit wines. We should make the bones of at least $500,000, and that'll keep us going for a while. That will get us a lot of upgrades done, a lot of community projects done. We can still go ahead and we can fix up Pam's house, and we'll also get some pretty cool quests from a lot of Stardew Valley expanded NPCs where a lot of money is required. So we're just going to do a very quick profession swap up there by using the Statue of Uncertainty. Then it was off to Ginger Island to harvest all of the starfruit over here, and it took us the rest of the evening then to plant the rest of the starfruit down. The Ginger Island farm can still be massively upgraded if we acquire pressure nozzles. For now, we're focusing down all of the key secret walnut room recipes, but once those recipes have been unlocked, the rest of our key gems primarily will be going into pressure nozzles to dramatically increase farming space in which we can plant more crops. So the new level 10 farming perk we select there was Artisan, so we can now sell that lovely wine for 40% more gold. We're now doing Volcano runs to get kill counts up on Magma Sprites and Magma Sparkers, so we can finish out the monster eradication goals. Anytime we came across a chest, I did get a little bit excited. You can get some real nice stuff from these chests. I was hoping for some sort of a boot upgrade. We're still using the space boots, if you can believe that. I really wanted either mermaid boots or dragon scale boots for the extra defense. When I got to floor number 9 here, my fingers were crossed I get something good. I got an ostrich egg. Ostriches are actually one of the most profitable farm animals in the game, because one ostrich egg will give you back 3 mayonnaise. We just enchanted our galaxy sword with Crusader. That's going to make killing mummies way easier going forward. We're also going to put some rubies into it as well to increase its attack power. We made 1.2 million gold today from selling starfruit wine and unprocessed starfruit. Bring on the money. Marlon paid us a visit the next day. There's something he wants to discuss at the guild, so he wanted us to drop by. We will absolutely do that. But first, we're going to visit the museum and we are going to drop in those 100 bone fragments to complete the Fragments of the Past community quest. We're then going to jump down into the mines here and do Danger in the Deep. The quest is quite simple. We just have to make it back down to floor 120 in the mines and the quest is complete. The key gems will be ours. Now, making it down to floor 120 can be difficult depending on your setup. If you get stuck, you can just staircase it all the way down, no problem at all. Now, when we do get to the midsection, we will staircase right down to floor 80 because we don't want to deal with the putrid ghosts. They give the nastiest debuff in the game, and that debuff will not allow you to take any sort of food or drink items. So if you need to heal, tough, you gotta wait it out, and that consumes huge amounts of time. Now, you could equip a trinket known as the Basilisk Paw. That will prevent you from getting the debuff, or you can just do what I did and spam staircases to avoid the monster entirely. When you get down to the latter floors, you're met with these enemies. They're fair irritating, but they're not the worst enemy in the game. They're the shadow snipers. and they'll fire these bolts at you via their crossbow weapons. If you get hit with those bolts, there's a very good chance your screen will go very dark for a couple of seconds. That can make it very difficult to fight, especially if you're swarmed by enemies. On floor 93 here I had a lot of fun because we have a strong weapon. We can wipe out most of these enemies in a few hits, and because we have a lot of passive abilities now unlocked, as you can see, we're getting copies, triple shot espressos, we're getting golden mystery boxes, we're getting golden animal crackers, we're getting money. It's just so much fun to wipe out huge hordes of monsters this way. And before we knew it, we finally got the monster eradication goal for the void spirits. The only monster eradication goal left now, I believe, was the magma sprites and the magma sparkers. We got down to floor 120, we picked up those lovely key gems. We then went to the Adventurers Guild, and Marlon wanted to tell us about a place known as the Highlands. A very dangerous place indeed, and trust me when I say this, we do not want to go to the Highlands without very good gear. Before we could go, we had to collect lots of monster parts for Marlon. Void and solar essences, slime, bat wings and bug meat were on the agenda. Thankfully, we already had these in huge abundance in our lovely chest back on the farm. So we got the monster parts, and we're now going to give them to Marlon one by one so we can get over to the Highlands and explore more of Stardew Valley. So this got me really excited. We also get to meet Lance over at the Highlands as well, which is pretty cool. The Highlands is one of those places where you can actually meet Lance. So when he gave us his schedule, 2 days out of the 7 he's actually in the Highlands. So it's just going to make it a little bit easier for us to gift Lance every now and again so we can get his friendship points up even more. Because we're in the hardened versions of the mines, killing these mushroom monsters actually counts as killing dust sprites, and we still haven't completed the monster eradication goal for the dust sprites. Every time I think to myself, oh, I just have one monster eradication goal left to do, suddenly dust sprites pop into my head because you have to wipe out 500 of those. We also have to wipe out 1,000 slimes, so we're actually not finished with the monster eradication goals just yet. But trust me when I say this, we're very close, and we should get the job done very quickly. So this is the end of another Stardew Valley Let's Play. I really hope you enjoyed this one. We're getting quite close now to completing out the series. It's going to be very interesting to see what we actually accomplished by the end of the first year. So thanks again everyone for taking the time to watch these videos. I really do appreciate you. Huge shout out to all of my channel members as well. Thanks so much for supporting me. And I'm sure I'll see all of you in the next Stardew Valley video. Bye for now, and have a great week.